welcome back to my channel, Buggy Duck. So where we left off, right? Well, we're gonna do a huge expansion to the sanctuary. And that means there's gonna be a new population of ghostosaurus. That's right. So that might bring us like up to might bring us up to 10 ghostosaurus. Yeah, it's what I call the Tyrannosaurus. But and we're also going to get started on the fourth area. The fourth area is an abandoned dinosaur lab. A very different thing from an abandoned dinosaur park. Speaking of the park, so I think that the abandoned park, I think it should start with a large attraction. Something that will get you a go, ooh, hang on. I think I just jinxed my dinosaur park. Ooh, that's how it always starts. And later there's running and screaming. But it's okay. It's already an abandoned dinosaur park. So it's already wrecked. It's already wrecked. So it's gonna start with an attraction, not a dinosaur attraction, but a rather one for the guests. So you see, I'm gonna do a guest attraction right here. Again, basically it's like a dinosaur cinema. Nah. It should be yeah, VR, yeah, a dinosaur themed VR. You go through and you go through like hypothetical, stuff on what different areas in dinosaur land might have looked like. Yeah, that's nice. I think I'm gonna go with panels or roof concrete. Let's be that. Yeah, I'm gonna go with this. There. Boom. Okay, there's no room for these on the side. But I can do a kind of garden on the side. Okay, there's a gap here. But I have just a thing to fill the gap. A toilet. It would be better if you don't question the toilet. Boop. build this cool sort of cool garden with pretty flowers so that it looks like a garden, not some cheap rip-off garden. Yeah, you can actually sneak in these places in the long grass that you're not meant to go into if there's any raptors nearby. I mean, they look ugly from if you're looking at them from up, but you can look from them like this and they look nice. They look fine. They look alright. It's alright. They're perfect. And over by here. They're perfect. Perfect. And I kind of want to do like a display. And like this. Yeah, and there's a Spinosaurus gets in there and it's like, roar! Sorry, I shouldn't have done that. Anyways, so, and I'm going to get started on the abandoned dinosaur lab. So, I'm going to build the arrival point here. So, the dinosaur laboratory, it's got a lot of domes to keep the dinosaurs safe from being stolen. And kaboom. Done and done. Yeah, so I'm going to get started on and on one of the extensions to the dinosaur sanctuary. So this is the second this is the second habitat that's going to go in the dinosaur sanctuary. And okay, I kind of want it to be a shelter. And I think I have an idea. So you see the roof on these viewing galleries, No. There. Yeah, it looks like a shelter. I'm not quite sure if I can walk down there. Dancers definitely can. But it doesn't matter. I'm going to surround them with invisible fences, just in case the dancers can walk through the gaps. And speaking of dancers, well, the reason why I wanted to build a shelter, well, the reason why is, in a word, adorable. Baby dancers are not in the game, but there's nothing stopping us, aka the players, from designing our own custom baby dancers using other dancer species. And how that works is, blah blah blah, I pick a dancer species and I pretend it's a baby dancer from another species. Okay, so there. So I made a kind of sheet with all the stuff I need to do for creating the illusion of baby dancers, but illusion, but you know. So and so what should this habitat look like? Not now, game. I'm not trying to build an actual successful park. Just something. Anyways, so there should be a little pond. There's gonna be a little pond here. Okay, so I'm going to do this upon here. The feeder here. And maybe some tall grass for them to frolic in. Yeah. How about a seed plant? Yeah, they look nice. Some seed plants for decorations. Ignore that noise, whatever it is. I repeat, ignore that noise. Ignore that noise. I don't know what that noise is. Anyways, I've been. Anyways, right. I think there should be like some rocks around here. Beep, 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 beep. Yeah, a lot of rocks. Well, the habitat is complete, and I don't, and I kind of don't want it to be all like boring slog of transporting dances. I'd rather have a direct hatchery link if I can have it. Okay. Mm. It's time to get our dinosaurs in. Now, and there's actually gonna be a lot of dinosaur in this habitat. So you see, this is going to be the first batch of cute little baby dinosaurs. That's right. And so basically, I'm using three different species to represent the different like stages in growth. And anyways, beep, beep. Here and then here. Beep. 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 Right, time to release the dinosaur. So
Ladies and gentlemen, we are pleased to welcome a Stegosaurus to the park.
so what I'm doing is I'll be using the Compy and Stegosaurus to represent baby and juvenile stages of a different dinosaur, Coelophysis.
Ladies and gentlemen, we are pleased to welcome a Coelophysis to the park. Ladies and gentlemen, we are pleased to welcome a Coelophysis to the park.
And so as you can see, the patterns are all.
Ladies and gentlemen,
And
we are pleased to welcome a Stegosaurus to the park.
okay. and the and we're also gonna pretend that the the dinosaur shelter is like inside the dinosaur nest.
To the park.
The Coelophysis nest is inside of the of the shelter. Ignore that noise. Okay, that's all the dinosaurs in. And now we can destroy all the stuff that we used to make the dinosaurs, since we don't need that. In there. We got ourselves a dino habitat. They're all like pacing about, they're enjoying it. So I want to do something else. Alright, so I'm going to be, be creating like a really tall mountain here because I need it to be tall so that I can build a pterosaur nest. I don't want this disgusting pyramid shape. Oh, well, this will do. This will do. Comment down below if there needs to be any change done to the mountain. I'm going to create the terrace. That's just a simple matter of using rocks to simulate a kind of depression in the ground. There. No, I just need to. And anyway, so there's an easy trick for getting for. So let me just go on to a new. So you'll see for yourself, and yeah, and basically I have no idea what happened to those previous two saves that I've been filming on, but I'm really sorry, guys, and I just hope you forgive me, you know. But just be chill about it in the comments for the first one, and I think that there's comments enabled. I'm not sure if comments are enabled, but yeah, so it's kind of pointless for me saying that you should comment down. So I take back what I said about the commenting, okay? Because maybe you can't, but I'm open to all kinds of opinions. So I'll find a way. I'll find a way like life. I'll do the life find a way thing, and so that you guys can comment, because I think it's a nice. I think it would be nice. Not even any nasty comments. I think that they'll be. I think that, and yeah, and the thing is it you all should get really hyped up for the bit where I'm going to do a tour of the whole park.
Ladies and gentlemen, we are pleased to welcome a Geosternbergia to the park.
There we go. There's our first pterosaur. And there's the second one.
We are pleased to welcome a Geosternbergia to the park.
And
Ladies and gentlemen, we are pleased to welcome a to the park.
there we go. Right, now I can carry on with this creepy bit. This bit's meant to be like meant to be kind of like creepy. You're just walking through and there's it's abandoned. Well, with the dinosaurs, they're loose and all that. But unfortunately, on these domes, the concrete base, it hasn't like broken, so the dinosaurs are safely contained for now. Um, so within the domes is like, so the domes they're there for protection, but also to like house different kinds of plants, not tropical ones like out there, but different ones. And in this case, it's like conifer forest. It's difficult to get full conifer forest. Fortunately, there is some prehistoric plants that look like conifers, and you can use them to fill your conifer forest. Not only that, but the dinosaurs can eat them. So it's mostly just a bunch of conifers, right? Bang, splosh. But we can live with it. Okay. All right. Don't ask too many questions about the dinosaurs that are going to be going in these domes, because these dinosaurs, they're it's so amazing that I've gotten so much stuff done in just like barely half an hour, like 28 minutes and 15 seconds, 51 seconds, 52 seconds, whatever. And that's right. Look at that. The dinosaurs are going to be the first dinosaurs in the abandoned dinosaur lab are quite literally a mix-up between a triceratops and a stegosaurus.
To the park.
And these glow in the dark. Now, so this dome, the thing is, there's no dinosaurs in this dome. You might be thinking, wait, what? Well, this dome is for goats. The goat farm. That's right, it's a literal goat farm, this. Despite me, my craze, this is the craziest bit. A goat farm. It's a goat farm. They're like raising goats in here so that they can feed them to the dinosaurs. Oh. I think the goats heard me, but they can't escape. The goats can't escape. They're waiting their doom. I shouldn't have said that. I should not have said that. Right? Meanwhile, I'm going to carry on the dinosaur petting zoo. Okay, so over here, I think I'm going to like add some forest here so that the dinosaurs can take refuge from from the tropical from the tropical sun, the fierce tropical sun. And there are also some rocks around. And I'm also going to there's also going to be a carnivore feeder around here. Wait, what you might say? Well, one of the species is a carnivorous dinosaur. Carnivorous dinosaur at a petting zoo. Well, that's not safe, you might say. Well, not if well, not if it's not if it's a chicken. Not an actual chicken, but a chicken-sized dinosaur. Cute one. I'm going to hide this with rocks so that no one will see that it's a carnivore. Maybe you we'll live with it. We'll live with it. We're just gonna pretend it's invisible. We're gonna pretend it's not there, and in fact, the dinosaurs in question, they eat from here. So you see, this is meant to. This is an insectivore feeder, and it only feeds one pterosaur, but you see it serves dual functions. We can pretend that some of the small carnivores eat the insects, and some of the herbivorous dinosaurs eat the fruits that's in there to attract the insects. Resourceful, resourceful, huh? Also going to okay, right. Okay, let us add the dinosaurs. Right, so we're going only size